We got tons of videos. Actually, on second thought, you might not be into those videos.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the special Christmas edition of the Kaiju Review.
So wait, if it's Christmas, why are we dressed up like truckers?
Because the movie we're reviewing today is known as Ice Road Terror. Plus, it's December.
Well, let's get to the movie then.
At a diamond mine in Alaska, they use explosives to open a hole, but something is inside the hole, and it's hungry. A great distance away, a woman, Rachel Harris, arrives at a trucking company. A pair of truckers, Jack Simmons and Neil Conroy, volunteer to take a bunch of explosives up to the diamond mine, which is 300 miles from the trucking company.
Holy crap, that's a long ways away.
Back at the mine, a bad CGI monster begins attacking the workers, tearing them to bloody pieces, leaving the main owner, Carl Kruger, and a couple others fending for themselves in a storage box. As Jack and Neil are about to head out, their boss informs them that Rachel, a government-employed research analyst, needs a lift up to the mine. Neil tries hitting on Rachel by talking about his truck, which convinces her to ride with Jack.
Well, that was nice of Jack to give her a ride.
Back at the diamond mine, one of the survivors, Tai, refers to the monster as Wenshu, naming it after an Inuit legend. Back with Jack and Rachel, she tries to make conversation by asking about the pictures of his family, which doesn't sit well with him. A bit of tension occurs when one of the trucks gets stuck on the ice road, which delays their arrival at the diamond mine. Ultimately, the scene is pointless, and Jack offhandedly mentions an old couple, Terry and Beryl Lohman, on the way that makes some darn good coffee.
My coffee's better.
The trucks arrive at the mine and the trio find the mess that Winshow has left behind. A search for any survivors results in finding Tai. Tai tells them about Winshow, which then appears before our main cast, causing them to flee. The truckers find Kruger, who's still alive and trying to drive off with Neil's truck, and everyone left alive make it to the trucks.
I bet one of the trucks doesn't start right away.
As the trucks drive away from the mine, the explosive cargo in Jack's truck starts to leak. Rachel tells a tale of the remains of a mysterious predator found in the Arctic, while the Wenshu has caught up and kills Tai. Rachel learns that in addition to the monster, the trailer is also on fire. Rachel is forced to jump from Jack's truck to Neil's. Jack lets his truck get destroyed, but manages to cling to the back of Neil's truck, and thus begin Jack and Rachel's unrealistic romantic relationship.
While taking a rest, Kruger admits that he was a coward, leaving Tai to fend for himself back at the mine. Unfortunately, the Winshow has caught up to the truckers, bursting through the ice and killing Kruger. The truckers and Rachel manage to drive off. Rachel suggests they swerve the truck to get the trailer loose. Jack tries to help the trailer the rest of the way when the Winshow attacks again.
Doesn't this thing have anything better to do than chase big trucks?
With the Wenshu after them, Rachel tells Neil to get in the snow, due to somehow knowing the Wenshu has thermal vision. Jack reunites with the others as the monster attacks the still warm truck. As they trudge through the snowy wilderness, Rachel grows tired, but Jack and Neil encourage her to keep going. Rachel asks Jack about his daughter, whom he rarely gets to see, and Jack tells her about his financial woes that have nothing to do with the rest of the movie.
Jack and the others manage to find the old couple Terry and Beryl with the best and only coffee in 100 miles.
My coffee's still better.
The couple let them into their house and help them get warmed up. The Winshow draws closer to the cabin as Beryl tries to call the helicopter to pick up the others. When she can't get through, she learns of the monster's name, knowing and fearing it from an old Inuit legend.
The group starts to barricade themselves inside as the Wenshu circles the cabin. Terry suggests they use his truck to get out of there, but it's outside where the Wenshu is. At her request, Beryl gets a look at the Wenshu and confirms the creature's identity. Rachel reveals how she figured out the Wenshu has heat vision. The group decides to stay the night at the cabin.
The group prepares to battle the monster as night falls. Beryl convinces Rachel to talk with Jack, knowing that the two are in love.
They've only known each other for 1 day.
The two talk more over a cup of coffee and get more intimate as Jack reveals more of his backstory while Rachel reveals none of hers.
I'm gonna have to interrupt this movie because my coffee is still better.
The next morning, the group prepares to head out to the truck. Using fire, they hope to distract and attack the Wenshu. Terry struggles to get the truck started as everyone is forced to retreat to the house, and Terry is killed by the monster. After a bit of trouble, Jack makes it to safety.
The Wenshu makes it onto the roof. The group waits for its next move, strategizing their own next move. They try electrocuting the monster. Apparently, it works.
And then this happens.
What, did the sound effects budget run out during this scene?
Probably.
Jack and Neil decide to give up, but Rachel encourages them to try again. Rachel proposes that they try lighting the Wenshu inside the house and starting a fire to confuse it while they get the truck started. Neil manages to pierce the Wenshu's eye with a makeshift spear, but the Wenshu drags him out of the cabin in its mouth. Jack and Rachel head out to the truck. They manage to kill the Wenshu by turning a gas pump into a flamethrower, and a helicopter arrives to save them as the film comes to a close.
Well, that movie was kinda stupid, but pretty fun. Wouldn't you agree, Kaiju Master?
My coffee's still better, Protomet.
You know what? Prove it.
Best coffee in the world.
Not bad.
Well, to all you folks out there, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
But before we go, it's gift exchange time. Brian, here is your present.
Lucas, here's your present.
Open yours up first. Project Vigo, equal to Project Nemesis.
You
Yeah,
really should have.
Yeah, I know that. But what'd you get me? A sock with a hole in it! Oh, you shouldn't have! Alright, so for the folks who are still here, that last bit where Brian was disappointed with his gift, that was all staged. It's actually a really good read, and he hasn't read it yet, but I can guarantee it's just as good as Nemesis.
You gonna do the book cover for it?
Oh yeah, I'll cover it. Now, this is actually the real gift Brian got me, and that was real nice of him, because
Well, he does all the editing and stuff. I
Yeah.
just perform.
So, let's see what this is. Oh, hell yeah! Colossal Titan! That's pretty awesome.
I know what he likes. He likes skinless naked men.